British singer-songwriter Ed Sheeran is spearheading a call for the funding of music education to repair what he calls decades of dismantling music. In a letter to Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer, Sheeran and other stars such as Harry Styles and Sir Elton John want Labour to provide a £250 million UK music education package. The artists collectively say in the letter music in and out of school should be for all, not a few, and is now a luxury not every child can afford. One of the 500 signatories is singer-songwriter Maisie Peters, who joins me now. Maisie, you are one of a number of artists to sign this letter. Why did you want to get involved with this campaign?
I wanted to get involved in this campaign because I think it's hugely important. I myself benefited so much from having music education services in my school. I went to a state school, and I think without those resources, those practice rooms, those teachers, that community that it built, I don't think I would be where I am today.
And what was the process of signing this letter, Maisie? You obviously know Ed quite well. Did he ask you personally for your support?
Yes, so I know Ed pretty well as it goes, and I know this is something he's hugely passionate about. He is a huge advocate for young people, the young people in music. And so when I heard about this call to action, I was super pleased to be signing it. And yeah, he reached out about it, and I was like, it's a no-brainer. It's so important, and I'd be honored to add my name to that amazing list.
And Ed has previously voiced his concerns on issues like this. How important personally is this cause to him?
So important. As I said, he's a huge advocate for young people. Knowing him, I know how much he cares about music and about music culture, and especially about music in the UK. I see him, we all see him going to schools. It's not just words that he says. He really puts in the action. He's always up and down the country visiting schools whenever he can. I'm pretty sure that man never has a day off. So I know anyone who knows him knows how important this is to him.
And of course, music is very important to him, to you, and to many people. But what has music, what is the sort of process, the journey been for you when it comes to music? How important has it been to you personally?
Well, when I think back to when I started writing songs, which was when I was about 12 or 13, I was doing that in the school practice rooms. I was learning how to play guitar and piano in my school practice rooms. My school music teacher at the time, Mr. Reeves, shout out, linked me up with a community sort of music program called Live Lounge, which I would perform at like once a week for years and years. And I had a band as a result of my school music program. And so many of my earliest memories of writing and playing and performing were memories that were able to be made because of my school and because of those resources. And so I really would just want other kids to be able to have the same experiences that I had. And I think that's why this letter is so important.
And I guess so much about this campaign is about making music accessible for all, pushing it in state schools, for example. What kind of support did you get in your career throughout your life for music, and what impact has that had?
Well, I've always had very supportive parents. They're amazing, but they didn't come from a musical background. Nobody in my family was from the music industry. I don't think my parents would mind if I said at least one of them is slightly tone deaf. And so I think that it was actually through school that I first met really other people that shared that same passion and that same drive and had knowledge that I didn't have and had experience that I didn't have. And that was sort of my first open door into music and into being able to even take it seriously and think of it seriously as something that could be a profession, which again, I really had no idea about before I was able to have those experiences and learn those lessons within school. So that support was huge. And as I said, music teachers, even other students and peers of mine throughout that time from, as I said, probably year 9 to year 13, all of that was really instrumental in me even being able to have confidence in myself and take myself seriously as a musician.
And look, the campaign has been spearheaded by the titan Ed Sheeran. It's been supported by the likes of Sir Elton John. I mean, how hopeful are you that you guys will be successful in achieving your demands?
I'm very hopeful. I really believe in all of us. I believe in Ed, and as I said, in all the other Titans. I voted for a Labour government, and so I have huge faith and huge hope that they can come through and provide what I think we need.
And if we look at some of the data, so music studies in schools are currently at a historic low. The Independent Society of Musicians reported a 43% drop in A-level applications and almost 40% in GCSE applicants since 2010. I mean, why do you think this is happening? Why does it appear people are losing an interest in music?
I don't think people are losing an interest in music, but I think in this day and age, as we're talking about, there's a cost of living crisis, and I think it is harder and harder to make money through music. And I think maybe people are looking for more pragmatic or seemingly pragmatic choices for their education, which is why I think it is really important to fund music in schools and to make that something that people feel more confident in, and people are able to feel more confident in following their passions and following their dreams. Miles Smith just did an amazing speech at the Brits, which I really encourage everyone to listen to, where he talks about growing up in Luton and how the music education in the school made it possible for him to believe in his dreams and be able to chase his dreams. And yeah, I think that's so amazing. And it's so amazing to hear it from him. And I'm really encouraging everyone to go and watch it.
And Maisie, tell us, you're an inspiration to many young budding musicians as well. You've had an illustrious career. You've done some great things, particularly recently. And what's the highlight been of your musical journey?
So I've had so many highlights. I've done so many incredible things. Touring with Ed around the world. We played in Australia. We played at Wembley Stadium 5 times, I think it was. Getting to even call him a friend after being such a fan for so many years. I played Glastonbury. That was amazing. Yeah, just impossible to count. So many.
Brilliant. Maisie Peters, thank you very much for your time. Best of luck with the campaign and your career.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.